Well, what's happening, MGTOW? Welcome back. Yeah, I know it's been a while. Well, you say, Sweet Padre, where you been, man? What you been up to? Well, it's been quite a journey here for me. Let's get to talking about several things. The first thing I want to talk about is starting a business in America today. You know, I left my old job and I started my own company. I have my truck, my trailer, and now I have my own authority. I'm on my own, completely on my own, just me and my customers. So, but what did it take? You know, what did it take? It took it took saving money, of course, because if you don't have the discipline to save money, then you're not going anywhere. But it's easier as a MGTOW, to be able to pile up your dough because you're not spending it on women. So I saved and saved for a couple of years and decided I was gonna go on my own. You know, I left the good people I was working for or working with, and I said, you know what, it's time to continue growing a little bit. So when I did that, I didn't expect, to for there to be so much regulation. I knew the trucking industry was heavily regulated, but wow, I mean, just the insurance itself, um, we're talking, 23,000 and some change for the insurance, and that was just the insurance. Then there's the IFTA permits, there's the MC numbers that you need, uh, you know, permits for going to different states. Of course, the license has to be on point. The medical card has to be there. That's any driver. Um, truck inspection, trailer inspection, um, truck and trailer insurance, cargo insurance. I mean, I had to deal with a whole bunch of shit, man. But I did it. I made it through all of it. And to be fair, I had a couple of women that helped. They helped. Of course, I paid. It was paid services. A couple of older women, and they did a fantastic job. You see, we MGTOWs, we don't have anything against women. If they do what they're supposed to do, their jobs, whatever, women are just women. But nowadays, especially a lot of these young girls, they have no clue what life is all about. And, they expect to just make money out of, taking pictures of themselves or doing a little hula hula dance on TikTok. Now, I'd rather earn a good day's work honestly than to have to steal from somebody, because all that shit doesn't lead to anywhere good. But anyway, so that's starting a business, with trucking. If you're out there and you're a truck driver and you're thinking of starting your own company, let me know. And I got a couple of good names for you, good people that can help you with the IFTA, help you with the MC number, help you with the DOT number. Good people, good people. You know. So that's that. You can contact me, and I'll send you the information, all free of charge. I don't get a penny of it from it. The other thing, MGTOW, is that I didn't realize how, because I was stationary for about a month and a half, just dealing with paperwork and insurance and everything. So the truck was parked, and I'm like, I'm not worried about it because I could go on for a very long time without having to work. You know, I own the trailer and the truck or whatnot. So, but I didn't realize that, hey, when you're not working like that and you're in a city, right? I was home for an extended period of time, and I didn't realize, wow, it's because I've been on the road for so long that it's just so much easier to ghost while you're on the road. It's a lot easier to ghost all these girls while you're on the road. So, women, especially, I mean, I went back, renewed my gym membership, you know, and the girls are just, you know, almost naked at the gym. They're walking around almost naked, like they're at the beach or something, you know. So it's harder. It's definitely harder to stay a MGTOW when when the temptation is there. 24 hours, well, not 24 hours, but when it's there, present. All day long. You go to the supermarket, the girls are there showing themselves. You go to the car wash, you know. When you're there, the bimbos are there waiting for the guys with the nice cars. You know, when you go to to the gym, they're half naked. You hit the library, even at the library, they're half naked. You know, they're walking around. Summertime is coming, they're half naked. So it's like, damn, So it's harder. It's harder. It's harder to keep from getting hard. So, but I stayed a monk, and I stayed no fap, and it's been a wonderful thing, because the one thing I didn't realize, when I began this journey, it was as a MGTOW, is that it was going to transform me. This philosophy has a way of making men uh, go through a transformation, an internal transformation. Um, for lack of a better word, we can say it's a spiritual transformation, and that's something I wasn't expecting, you know. But that's exactly what it is. That transformation that takes place within the man that dedicates himself to this philosophy. It's a beautiful thing, and it's all for the better. Um, Especially for the monks, time as time goes on, things just improve. Your finances improve. Um, Life just improves. Everything gets better. With that said, the last piece of the puzzle here, and the reason, or the one cause, or the one thing I'm going to use to title this video is, you know, I've been, I've had the opportunity to come into contact much more with my ex-wife, as well as with my children, simply because I haven't been away as much. And what a journey has been. Um, I don't hate anybody. I don't hate my ex-wife. Um, in fact, it's like I said, it's harder to be a monk or to be a mikta when you're in a city, because there's so many influences there, so many more women, so many more people, so many more simps that are wanting you to simp with them, you know. So many men that expect you to be just like them. They expect you to succumb to the matriarchy and to go back to the plantation. So I've been seeing my ex-wife a lot more, and as a MGTOW, right? I don't think she suspects that I'm a MGTOW. I haven't mentioned anything to my children or to my ex-wife. I've kept my wanting to be alone a secret from anybody. Nobody needs to know. If they notice that I don't deal with women, then that's their problem. That's their issue there. But there's a certain you spend so many years with another human being, you see, intimately interacting with them, um, and their habits, their mannerisms. You come to know that person, you see. And in the case of my ex-wife and I, perhaps not being any different from other marriages and divorces, I began to see, you know once again, myself perhaps in the position of a family man. you know um, I was having dreams, in fact, of me being together with my ex-wife, with my children being happy, you know all of us together as a family. um, and with that, the presence of a love that was pure, you know not even sexual in any nature, but the kind of love that emanates from the heart, you know from the heart towards another person, the pure love, that can lead a man to stay with a woman, despite the fact that she has gained weight, or she looks as she doesn't look as good anymore. Because it's the kind of love that goes beyond all that. It goes beyond the physical. See, it's the love of a parent towards a child, the love of a mother towards a child. That can happen too. When two people really do love each other, and they're willing to look past the physical, right? Once they get to know each other, um, it's really the only thing that can hold the marriage together. You see, so in a sense, that was the one thing that I had to overcome the most. Not having, or not falling into the trap of seeing this other person, my ex-wife, with the same set of eyes that I have seen her before. You know, because it's in a man's nature. It's in a man's nature to love women, or the woman that he's with, right? In an intimate way, but also a way that goes beyond the physical. You see, it's like I said, the love that emanates from the heart. And apparently we don't. Well, it's not apparent. It's for sure we're not getting the same um, from them. You know, and it's unfortunate. Part of it has to do with the fact that women are much more programmable when it comes to matters of the mind. And they've been really brainwashed by the media and what goes on television, and all these get rich quick, find a doctor shows that are out there. All the survivor shows, all that other bullshit. The American Idols and all that. So it's tough. It's tough for a man that was once married to not fall back into that trap. You know, because after all, you can look at your children, and be like, wow, I wonder how things would have been if everything was different. What could I have done to make it work, right? Um, but it's not men. You see, generally speaking, it's not the men that end up at fault here, you know, and it's not the men that caused this situation, this unfortunate set of conditions to to be what it is, you know. It's usually the women, that are off balance, and because of that, they bring everything down. I saw I saw a beautiful family today. I was at a shopping mall. I took my son there to get a massage because he's a soccer player, and his legs were kind of sore from running all over the field or whatnot, or the fields. So I took him over to get a massage, one of these places I know. And I saw, I mean, there were so many people there today. Beautiful day. And I saw this family. It was the what I thought would be the ideal family. It was this African American couple, or I like to say African couple. I don't know, you know, but there were certainly colored people. There were certainly black. Could have been Hispanic for all I know. But these people looked like they had just gotten out of church. They were at the mall. The fellow was there with his wife and two children. They had a boy and a girl, and they were well dressed, you know. And he was smiling. His wife was apparently in a good mood as well, and so were the children. And I started thinking to myself, wow, you know, you gotta be a fucking hero nowadays. You gotta be a fucking hero nowadays to be able to keep a family together, in such a way, because there's so many um, things that are up against you, as a man. So many things that are up against you, and the effort that a man has to make in order to keep that family together. I mean, it's you gotta fucking be made of fucking stone, and have a heart of gold at the same time. So it's I said to myself, wow, that's not an effort that I'm willing to make. I'm willing to, I've been willing to stick by my children for sure, you know. But for a woman that's unwilling to love me, in the same way that I'm willing to love her, it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. To be discarded at any time, just because, I don't know, maybe you lost your job, or maybe um, who knows? There's so many things. Maybe she saw a guy at the supermarket, and he had bigger muscles than you did, and now she's taking it in from another side. So the effort, and what's required of a man to hold a family together nowadays, it's just too much. It's too much. It's not worth it, MGTOW. It's not worth it. And so I've been happy seeing my children, but I put the brakes on myself when it came to dealing with my ex-wife. And don't get me wrong, some of the feelings are still there, you know, towards her as a human being. Not any feelings of sexual desire or anything, but as a human being, I wish the best for her, but I just can't do it. I cannot do it, MGTOW. To go back to the plantation, that'll be just fucking. It'll be too much. Um, and I've considered, in this time off that I've had, I've even considered going back to the plantation with another woman. You know, hell, I've had different women after I was married, so I said, why not, right? But then I started to think, wow, I've been doing well for myself, and then every time that I'm doing well for myself, I think of rewarding myself with a woman. Rewarding myself with a relationship, because to me it was all about the heart. It was all about seeing this other individual and eventually getting to know her, right? Projecting my love onto this person, thinking that they're the same way, and it never panned out. It never did. um and so as a man, I think we live in this you know this illusion, thinking that the women are going to reciprocate, that they're going to reciprocate this love that we offer, and they're totally different beings. I I don't want to put them down. They exist just like we do for a reason, and I believe that there has to be a way for our consciousness to align, um, for a man and a woman to be on the same page on many things. But unfortunately, that's beyond me. That's beyond me, and it's beyond most men. The capacity to make it all work for them instead of against them. So they say love conquers all. That love conquers all, but life is also a two-way street. You see. And if the other person is incapable of loving in the same way that you are capable of loving, for whatever reason, then it's a matter of bringing things into question. And for as much as we hate to admit it, sometimes we have to accept life for what it is. you know and it's unfortunate, because children suffer. You see, children suffer. um, you know Everybody suffers in this set of circumstances here, you know, except of course those who have something to gain financially from it all. But those people, they're monsters anyways. They're their own worst nightmare, their own worst enemies. They just don't know it yet. So, but that's what it is. And I'm sure there's some people hate watching, you know, thinking, what can I use that he's putting out here, just to nail him down next time he comes around my live stream or whatever. You know, what can I say to you? You just you're filth, you're garbage, and you gotta wait for me to shit so you can eat. I put these videos out here to help men, and they're sporadic. I understand. Once in a while I put a video out here because I'm busy. I have a life. I have a life, and this is what I think of MGTOW. It's just a guy out here. I'm just a guy out here, putting out some content once in a while, but at least it's genuine. It's genuine content. Even if the other person doesn't see it that way, I know that it is. And I hope in every video that I put out, I'm hoping that someone out there can benefit from it. So this is as raw and real as it gets, and I hope it helps somebody out there, even if it just helps out one guy. Somebody that's thinking of going back to the plantation, thinking of going back to their ex-wife because of the children or whatever. Just think about it, because things usually don't get better. It's a lot of complications, a lot of things involved, and I don't know if it's the right decision for you as a man to ever go back. I mean, I can't make that decision for you, for any man, whether he's gonna choose to go back to the plantation or not. But I can say without a shadow of a doubt that that life gets better and better as we follow this journey of of solitude and self knowledge that is MGTOW. The, it offers a lot, and the only drawbacks, because everything has drawbacks. The only drawback is the occasional, feeling a little bit lonely, feeling as if perhaps you can find suitable companionship, but I mean, to each his own. But think about it, and my hope for you is that you stay MGTOW and that you continue to grow and go along this path. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.